Why animals can't resist touchscreen technology. Whether it's apes, bears or penguins, animals can't enough of touch screens, says Jason G Goldman, and it's revealing intriguing things about their behavior. Ism, Molly, Quinn, and Emily live together in Austria. Their favorite foods are sweet corn and strawberries, and their hobbies include playing games on their touchscreen TTS. These 4 gamers, however, are not human. They are red-footed tortoises, and they live in the Department of Cognitive Biology at the University of Vienna. Researcher Julia Muller-Paula and colleagues wanted to see whether the reptiles could learn to complete a spatial cognition test, and to do it they used a computer that could be operated with a touch screen. Half of the time, all the tortoises had to do was touch a blue circle on the right side of the screen with their noses, rather than the left. The other half of the time, they had to choose the left circle, rather than the right one. If they chose the correct circle, then they were treated to a food reward. All 4 tortoises learned how to use the touch screens during the training phase before the experiment started. But only 2 of them, Ism and Quinn, actually figured out how to use them to get their snacks. Muller-Paula doesn't know why Molly and Emily didn't manage to solve the puzzle, especially since up to this stage they had performed reliably and with levels of success comparable to those of Ism and Quinn. The study says something interesting about the spatial abilities of reptiles, but more importantly it reveals the usefulness of touchscreen technology for probing the animal mind. Tortoises aren't the only ones. Kanzi is a male bonobo in his early 30s who lives with other bonobos at the Great Ape Trust in Des Moines, Iowa. He's been trained to communicate with researchers at the trust by tapping an array of 400 lexicograms, visual symbols each matched with particular words, on a large touch screen. And psychologist Jennifer Vonk has been using touch screens as a window into the mental abilities of bears for several years. In 2012, she wrote in the journal Animal Behavior that while numerical cognition was perhaps one of the best understood areas of cognitive science, most studies had been conducted with social species, humans, monkeys, dolphins, crows or parrots, for example. Vonk, together with researcher Michael J. Barron, argued that it is possible that the ability to reason numerically may be related to something inherently social, such as the need to track members of a social group. That's why she turned to black bears, a large, not-social predator. If numerical cognition was not related to sociality, the bears should have no problem solving numerical tasks. 3 American black bear siblings from the Mobile Zoo in Wilmer, Alabama, Brutus, Dusty, and Bella, were trained with a screen strong enough to take a beating from the powerful mammals. When they chose the proper spots on the screen, they were rewarded with both a melody and with a snack. The bears passed their tests, supporting the idea that numerical cognition is independent of social life, but as with the tortoises, her study underscored the versatility of the touch screen as an indispensable instrument in the cognitive scientist's toolkit.